Becoming an A student does not mean that you have to miss out on fun time. Make sure that you study for 5 hours straight, sleep at 12 or 1 a.m. in the morning, waking up early, being exhausted every single day. But I'm here to tell you that that is not true, okay? You'd rather study smarter than studying harder, okay? That's how you're gonna become an A student. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys tips and tricks on how to study smarter and not harder so that you can be more effective in a short amount of time rather than wanting to study for 5 hours every single day. So be sure to watch until the end of the video, as I'll be ordering them from 5 up until 1, and the number 1 tip is gonna be really crucial for you to study effectively, okay, for June exams and every other exam that's gonna be coming up. So watch until the end of the video. Tip number 5 is that you must create a study schedule, okay? That's how you're gonna study smart. Now, a lot of students want to just study whenever the exams are coming up, like maybe there's only a week left and then they wanna start studying, but they're forgetting that studying is a muscle, okay? It's like exercising. You need to exercise to get better at running or become more fit, right? So if you want to get better at studying and be able to retain information for a longer period, then you have to at least start a month before, or 3 weeks before the exams, so that you can ease yourself into it, you feel me? So for you to create a good, proper study schedule, it's for you to use spaced repetition, okay? So I'm pretty sure I've already released the video already. If not, it will be coming soon on how to actually implement spaced repetition effectively, right? But to just put it in a gist for this video, as we have many tips to get through, I would say that you should make sure that every single week you're at least studying for 3 times, okay? 3 times to 4 times in a week, right? There's 7 days in a week. So you just have to space it out, right? So basically you could say for week 1, you're studying on a Monday, on a Wednesday, and Friday, right? And then you repeat this for week 2, right? And then once you get to week 3 and week 4, then you can add more studying times, right? Because now you must remember that you're getting closer to the exams now, right? Because maybe you only started a month before, right? So now you only have 4 weeks. So once you get to the last weeks, then you're gonna make sure that you're studying harder, that you're making sure that you are putting in more study sessions, right? Tip number 4 for y'all is that you must have a dedicated study area, okay? This is really crucial because a lot of students may want to be studying in the lounge area or in areas where they are chilling most of the time, which won't work. One thing you must know about the human brain is that it's pretty sophisticated, okay? You can go into many research and you'll find out that most of the time certain areas are dedicated for certain things, and your brain knows this, okay? Your brain will know that when you are chilling on your bed, it's time to sleep, right? Hence you're a bit more relaxed when you're on your bed. So you can't be studying on your bed. Your brain knows that if you are in the lounge and you are chilling on the couch, that is also a place of relaxation, a place of laughter, a place to, just watch movies with your family or friends, or play PlayStation. So you can't be studying in that area, okay? Because your brain won't be ready to be receiving information. Hence, you must make sure that you have a place, right? Whether that may be your garage or maybe it's a different room in the house that nobody uses, just have that place that that when I'm sitting on this table in this specific chair, we're not playing around, okay? This is when we're gonna have to study, okay? And that will help you study smarter, okay? Because if you have a dedicated area, then you know that every time you're sitting here, you're just studying, okay? You're just studying for an hour or 2 and then you're done, okay? So you're not playing around when you're working in your dedicated area. That in that area, you removed all distractions. It's just you, your books, and you're studying, and hence you're gonna be able to be more consistent with studying, and you're gonna overall achieve great marks. Tip number 3 is that you must summarize the work in your textbook. And what I mean by that basically is that every time that you're reading through your whoa, before I carry on with the tips, I'm pretty sure you don't know who I am if you're new to this YouTube channel. I am Kutlwano Seluani Maota, aka Clapback Studies, baby. And if you're enjoying this video, please do give me a like, please do subscribe, and let's get back into this video. As I was saying, you have to summarize the work in your textbook, okay? Because you must remember that textbooks have lots of information, lots of pages to read through, okay? So you cannot always be reading through your textbook when tests and exams are coming up, right? So hence, it's important for you to start a month earlier, right? So you just start by basically summarizing page by page, chapter by chapter, right? Until you know enough for the concepts, right? Because for subjects like biology and physics, you know, where you need to know a lot of stuff, like business studies, you know, you need to know a lot of terminology, it's really important for you to summarize the work. And what I mean by summarize is for you to just write it in your own words, okay? Remember that textbooks usually have a bit more of a higher English, you know, English, yeah, the textbook, it's it's a bit more sophisticated, you know? So basically just use your dictionary and just make everything a bit more simpler to understand, right? Write it down in your own words. If there's a word that you don't understand, just Google it or use your dictionary and just simplify everything into short paragraphs, you feel me? And that way you'll see that whenever it's time for you to now study, exams are in a week, you just go back to that page that you summarized everything and you just quickly glazed through everything to be like, oh yeah, I summarized this, oh it means this, right? It's in your own words, it's the way you understand it, and hence you're gonna even understand everything much quicker and better. Tip number 2 for y'all is that you have to break the work up into portions. Now, if you haven't seen my video on how to use the Pomodoro effectively, go and watch that video. Now, what I mean by breaking it up into portions is that you're gonna get a lot of work and studying material to get through, okay? So you cannot get through all of that work in a week, right? Hence, you are studying a month before, 3 weeks before, right? And when you're starting 3 weeks before, break it up into portions. Make sure that in a day, you may be just going through one chapter or maybe 2-3 pages. You don't have to pressurize yourself that, okay, I'm gonna start studying and I'm gonna study everything in a day. No, don't do that. You have to be effective. Hence, we are learning how to study smarter, not harder. So I really hope you get this point, because this point is really important, right? So basically, you're usually gonna get a scope of some sort, right? That will tell you the things that you must actually be studying for, right? They'll tell you that you should study topic 4, topic 3 on Newton's law, topic 7 on intermolecular forces or whatever, right? And when you have that scope for your exams, which you'll usually get 3 weeks before, if not, go and strike and get it from your teacher. But basically, when you do have that scope with you, then you know that you can break up everything into portions. You know that in this week, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna summarize and start studying for topic 1 and 2 for this week. And then the following week, I'm gonna do topic 3 and 4 and so forth, right? Until you are ready and you've studied for everything. Hence, we are breaking up everything into portions. And tip number 1 for you guys is that you must ask questions, okay? This is studying now, right? When we are in the studying, make sure that you are asking questions, okay? Remember that every textbook or every subject has 2 important crucial things, right? It's the facts and it's the concepts, right? That you have to learn for your exams. Now, the facts are basically the definitions, the terminology, everything that you need to know, basically, you know? So facts are basically like when they ask you, define what is Newton's law? What is the first law of motion? What is I don't know, what is a mass, what is acceleration, right? Define this, state this, right? That is the facts part, and that part is really easy to get, right? You should be able to just study it over time and you will get this portion. But when it comes to the portion of concepts, now this is when you have to understand, right? Because a concept is a bigger idea now. It's not going to ask you define this, right? In a concept, when you get a concept in an exam, it will most probably ask you to elaborate more on I don't know, how Newton's law is affected when a car hits a fly. Which Newton's law is it? How do you know this? Like, it's more when you are gathering more information and your common sense and general knowledge to come up with the concepts, you feel me? So basically the concepts is where you must ask your questions, okay? This is really important, right? Because when you're studying your material, you must make sure that you understand it to the depth, you feel me? Especially for subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, economics, business studies, those subjects where you need to actually have a good understanding on it, whereby your teacher can pretty much ask you anything, they can just throw a question that you've never gotten before and you need to know how to apply your knowledge onto those questions, right? So a concept will usually just be about Newton's second law, right? Now, yes, the fact is that you need to define Newton's second law, but the concept is, how does Newton's second law affect different objects, different bodies when they are at rest, when they are in motion? What happens when they collide? What happens when they are moving at a constant speed and then another one maybe, or it's carrying a trailer, whatever, right? You need to understand the concept. The concept is where you're asking the questions, where you are trying to understand the topic a lot better. That is going to be really crucial and important. And when you are asking the questions, that's when you'll see it will be much quicker for you to study. You'll end up studying much quicker and understanding the topics much better. And then you'll see that you'll be studying a lot smarter, more than you are studying harder. Alrighty, thanks for getting until the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe and please do watch my next video on how to improve your maths mark, okay? I give a lot of in-depth tips on how to make sure that you improve your maths for term 2, for term 3 and term 4, and watch this next playlist on how to get motivated every single week, you feel me? Peace and love. I'll see y'all in the next video.